All right, so we are already into the first exercise, incline bench press. So just keeping it traditional, but focusing on more of the upper chest. And it's going to be 4 sets of 6 to 8, and this is a part of your first superset combo. So you have 4 sets. You can pick whatever weight's going to work for you. And remember, whenever we have 6 to 8, that means basically the minimum is 6, maximum is 8. So you want to select a weight that keeps you right in that ballpark to where you really can't do more than 8, but you can make sure you do minimum of 6. And then the superset with this is going to be the 1.5 rep prone dumbbell row. So you see it, we're going up, halfway down, and then full extension, and that basically equals 1 rep. So you see the different angles. So full, halfway, back up, and fully extend. And that's going to be for 6 reps. Our second series is going to be barbell military press. So you see in this one a lot more traditional exercises. We have our barbell military for 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. So once again, it's very important that you select the right weight that's going to give you that balance of being able to do at least 6 reps, but you should not be able to do more than 8 if you're really perfecting your weight selection. From there, we're going to transition. The superset with the military is going to be band pull-ups. So one of my favorite upper body, that band's going to create that additional tension for your pull-ups to make it a lot more dynamic. So you really got to work your rhythm through that. From there, we'll go to our next series, which is a tricep. So now we have 3 back-to-back, and we're going incline dumbbell press to start it off. So just good form, real traditional exercises, with this combination for our upper body. So we just want to stay nice and tight. Select the best weight once again for the rep count that we're working on. So the second part of that tricep, another exercise I love is our floor skull crushers. So by being on the floor, it's going to really restrict that range of motion. There's no cheat. So it's really going to be great isolation for your triceps as you finish out these skull crushers here. So nice form, good base, good extension at the top. And you'll come right behind head. I go with the light tap on the ground, but staying in control the whole time. And we're going to finish that tricep with our single arm seated dumbbell press. So this is another one that's great for core activation. You want to really try to stay balanced. You see people doing these and they're leaning to one side, basically trying to compensate. With this, it's very important that you stay balanced, keeping your core tight, chest up. And, doing it in front of the mirror will really help you look at your shoulder levels and try to stay as even as possible throughout this exercise. All right, so let's go. So our next superset, and this is the tricep. So 3 exercises. So this is a single arm seated towel cable row. So basically, instead of using the regular handle, we're going to go with the towel grip. So we're going to also work those forearms, those extensors, and also for you athletes, we're going to work our grip strength, which is important, depending on what sport you play. But pretty much the better your grip strength, I don't care if you're a pitcher, I don't care if you are a football player, whatever sport, the better and the stronger you can get that grip, the more effective you're going to be. So it's going to be a single arm, so we're going to isolate on this. Nice form, nice reach and pull, really working those lats, coming all the way through your upper back and extensors. So the second part of that, we're going with the band. So we want to attach the band to something low, so to create that angle for your resistance. And you see we're going to do a little rotation with that, and just 10 reps, keeping it nice and dynamic, fighting through that band. And make sure you fully extend at the bottom. We don't want to shorten these reps. Even if you have to go lighter weight or lighter tension, let's try to keep a full range of motion on this to get the full effect. And then from there, we are going to transition to barbell honey shrugs. So basically, the bar is behind you. Hopefully, you can see it on this. The bar is behind, and we're not rotating our shoulders. Just a slight forward lean and just going top to bottom on that. And then we're going to transition to our core series, which is our feet elevated stability ball plank. So we're going 30 seconds count on these. So just staying nice and tight, isolated. You're going to feel a good burn through those shoulders, but that's just going to force your core to activate even more. So once we get done with that first part, then we'll transition to elbows will be on the stability ball. So now you're creating that varied motion just keeping that ball in one place is going to help activate and stimulate a little bit more core. So another great exercise to follow up for our day 4. And the third piece of our tricep is going to be a side plank. So with this one, no ball. We're going to do this on the ground, so we're a little more stable. But we just really want to isolate and work on our form. You know, keeping that hip up for the entire 30 seconds. And then, of course, we're going to do 30 on one side, and then we'll alternate to 30 on the opposite side. And that is going to conclude day 4, which is basically our second upper body day. So hopefully you guys have completed the entire week, and that way you really maximize your results. But we thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.